going on? It's your boy G5 Jett, and today on How Life Living Elevated is kind of special because it's my 5th episode. So before I dive into the main subject, I want to explain why I wear the number 5 on every single video, and my boy High 5 in the background. You feel me? If you haven't seen the intro of my channel, I explain how I'm the first artist who's taken the public self and also intertwined it with the authentic, infinite self behind the music. You see what I'm saying? So number 5 for me, and the spiritual meaning of the number 5 means balance. So when I put those two together, that's what High Life Living Elevated, that's what the channel is all about. It's about me finding balance in my life between the two, combine them together to help me become the best version of myself, and hopefully through this channel also have a positive effect on other people who's doing the same. So just want to go over that real quick, because I know they like, he wearing number 5 on every video, like what is that? You know what I'm saying? And of course, stands for G5, so you already know. How to not to get offended when you feel disrespected. That's what we're gonna go over today, because I know personally from my life, it's been times where I haven't, said the right thing to somebody that was, really positive. It was just really in the negative because I disrespected that person. And it was a reflection really on how I was feeling taken out on somebody else. So sometimes when you feel disrespected, when someone might say something to you to degrade your character or, just for the most part offend you, just remember that it's their perspective. Maybe you remind them of a situation they might have been through prior. You see what I'm saying? Kind of remind me of that Usher song, You Remind Me. When he explained about that girl, how is that it's hard for him to be into someone else because it reminds him of the bad experience that he had with someone else. So I had to put that in perspective in my life too, even to where if you want to have a healthy relationship with people, whether it's someone you want to date or just, having friends or people you like to associate with, who's like-minded, you have to get away from, pointing a finger or blaming on someone else, basically taking on people who have nothing to do with what you've been through. So that's one of the top things that's helped me when it comes to not getting offended when I might feel disrespected. How someone feels is how they feel. So if someone has something negative to say about me or to me, it's just like, okay, well, it's a reflection of how you feel about yourself. And the same thing with me. If I feel like I'm having a negative experience about somebody, it's actually my time where I can reflect on myself to say, okay, well, what is it that you have to work on? Because you're experiencing this for a reason. This is here to teach you something. Everything is a lesson or a blessing. I'm like, yeah, that is true. Obviously I didn't know this at first, but when I figured out, the most important 2 days of my life is when the day I came to the planet and the day I found out why. And to me, if you think about those two questions, maybe, you can pinpoint on certain things too. And if you haven't found out yet, then hopefully through this channel, I can be assistance and, you can have your aha moment. Everybody have their own certain time when they going all the way live. But anyway, so just getting back to, how not to get offended when you feel disrespected. Just remember, like I said, is their perspective on how they feel about themselves. Usually when we come in contact with someone who we don't agree with, it's a mirror for us to work on to better ourselves, become the greatest version of ourselves. It's just up to us to catch that instead of taking it out on other people. And like I said, I've experienced this myself, just basically might be going through something that doesn't really have anything to do with someone else, but the way I'm feeling for the day might make them feel bad about something, but it obviously has nothing to do with them. So, shout out to everybody who I made feel bad. My intentions, wasn't really just to make you feel lesser than yourself. It was just what I was going through at that certain time. As of today, I'm just making sure I set my intention. I'm aware of what I'm doing and, certain things I say and what type of relationships I want to get in and, just having mental clarity. One thing that helps me with that is meditation. How to not get offended, when you feel disrespected. With meditation, it helps you go inside to help create a more positive outside, and that was very key for me. And that was one of my aha moments in life where it's just like, this is one of the main tools I need to use in my life is meditation, because I won't get offended regardless of how anyone thinks about me, because as long as I'm true to myself and I know how to go inside and remind myself who I am, then it really doesn't matter anything on the outside of me. unless it's something that I want to experience, you know, which is the law of attraction. So it's therefore, it's just, you know, I just try to block out anything that's negative, or it's not serving me, it's not helping me to achieve any type of positive goal. So, you know, that's what I was saying. This 5th video, I'm just, you know, super excited about it because, like I said, it's my 5th video, and everybody who's been tuning in, I appreciate y'all, and you know, hopefully you can keep tuning in, and you know, I'm gonna learn from you, and anything that you can learn from me, you can take it to, you know, better yourself and to ultimately become the greatest version of yourself. Then that's all the way live. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a high five. You feel me? Look, he like. That's all I wanted to, you know, go over real quick on how not to be offended when you feel disrespected. Because you got to remember too, not everybody wants you to succeed. You know, so you don't have to tell your business to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let me tell you what I got going on next. Or this is what I'm about to do. Don't tell me what you're about to do. Just show me the results. You know what I'm saying? Because some people, you know, they would love for you to fail, because what it does is it helps them feel better about themselves. It helps them feel not like a failure because they feel like they don't have what it takes to do what they love. And if they haven't figured it out yet, instead of spending time trying to figure out what it is, they rather put down somebody who already is focused and really just staying in their own lane, doing their own thing. So those are just key ways and certain things to look out for, you know, in case so you won't get offended if you feel disrespected. Because, you know, most people who's doing that, you know, they're really not a threat whatsoever. They just, you know, people who don't have it all figured out yet, so they're just taking out on other people instead of focusing on exactly what makes them happy and where they want to go in their life. You know, what's the end result of all that? You know, is there a destination? Everybody's on their own journey on this planet. That to me, that's what real love is. Regardless if I'm in a relationship with somebody, if they move on or not, it's all about them being happy. That's what true love really is, whether you with them or not. So whether I'm with somebody or not, as long as they happy, that's cool. You know, that's the real deal. I just want to go over that real quick, put some positive vibes out there, and yeah, have a cool one out there, man. It's your boy G5, and I'm about to take off. And remember, life is a game, so play the game to win. Peace.